Hello everyone, I am the Traveler, and welcome to Dr. Frank's Build a Boyfriend. So this is an indie game on Steam. I found it yesterday when I was searching. I sat down and I was like, ooh, I want to play this. But I didn't play it yesterday because I didn't have the boomstick for my microphone yet. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Gail Le Dragon, my first and currently only patron. Thank you so much. Your contribution is extremely appreciated and will help out the channel greatly. I'm gonna try and get a end card at the end of this that has like a list of Patreons, and it will be a growing list, hopefully. But we'll see how it works with this video. But let's get started with this. Dr. Frank's Build a Boyfriend. We're gonna build ourselves a Frankenstein. Once upon a time, in a treacherous mountain hillside of Kiana, I probably pronounced it correctly, there lived a wondrous, amazing, and most incredible scientist named Dr. Frank. And yes, he was a doctor. He finished like half of both of his doctorates before he got kicked out. That totally counts. Can everyone lay off about this? Anyway, the super awesome Dr. Frank spent his days toiling away at his research, pursuing his lifelong dream of bringing people back from the dead. Oh, I wasn't wrong. It is going to be a Frankenstein. It wasn't for any sentimental reason. There wasn't some long-lost loved one he wanted to bring back or anything. No, this is for a much more noble purpose, the aim of advancing mankind's scientific knowledge. And yet, it was with this same research that caused the local villagers, and even the weak-minded, university men to fear him. Because they were stupid and jerks, and they couldn't possibly understand the sheer genius of Dr. Frank's work. But it was no matter, for the genius doctor was an honorable and humble man who simply continued his most critical research, even if it meant he was completely alone. Well, okay, he wasn't totally alone. Iggs was there, and he was a fine assistant, even though he keeps asking for raises. But the point is, one day, a sudden knock came at the door, and the scientist opened it to find a beautiful man with a radiant glow standing there. In his heart, he felt a strange, previously unknown feeling began to form as the man opened his mouth and said, "Gorgeous specimen. Yo, what up? Name's Dominic. You're that freak that got kicked out of Hindenburg, for those weird death experiments, right?" It was like an angel had been sent to meet him, and now that angel was asking about his research. No matter what Dr. Frank did, he couldn't stop his heart from pounding. The good doctor invited the man in, and they quickly got to know each other. And as the days passed, the man's visits grew longer and longer. The relationship also grew into something romantic. Dr. Frank had never given his heart to anyone before, but maybe for him, maybe for this man named Dominic. 3 months later. I never want to see another beautiful boy ever again. Dr. Frank, are you still in there? No one is here to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. The door opens and my assistant Iggs walks into my room. I try to bury myself further into the sheets, hoping that maybe he won't see me. Instead, he rudely opens the blinds. It's been a week, Dr. Frank. So, I can be sad as long as I want. I lost the love of my life. Frank. Doctor. He waves his arms in the air out of frustration. Look, I know he meant a lot to you, I mean, he was your first, right? Dump, dump, dump. I know it likes being dumped, especially when it was so out of the blue like that. But staying in your room all day crying into your bed sheets isn't going to help you recover. You need to leave me alone. He said I was cute. I was in love. Here's my boyfriend. You couldn't possibly know what I'm going through. Actually, Dr. Frank, I've gone through a fair share of breakups myself. You do know how I met my current boyfriend, right? So yes, I think I do know what you're... Ah! How could you say that to me? My love was special, unique. It wasn't like your love, it was destiny. I roll up further into my blankets, breaking my sight line with this egregious interloper. I don't get paid enough for this. Dr. Frank. He starts to pull the blanket off from off the bed, against which I double my rolling efforts to keep him at bay. I didn't come in here to fight with you. Can you stop? We have a problem. I can feel his grip lessen, and I peek my head out from the blanket cocoon to look at him. He's holding a piece of paper in his hand, with a weird look on his face. I tentatively grab it and start reading. Tomorrow's the Hindenburg University Conference. Dot, dot, dot. You know the one people travel from all over the country to see? Dot, dot, dot. Well, the conference schedule was posted today. Dot, dot, dot. And what the hell is this? Right in front of me, in plain letters, is Returning from Death to Life, a breakthrough study by Dominic Nillian. Oh shit, he stole my research. Resurrection? But that's my research. But it's Dominic presenting it? This can't be right. He wouldn't be presenting my research, and under his own name? I tried to tell you last week that I know some leaving with some folders the day he dumped you, but you were too busy crying into a gallon tub of ice cream to listen. No, this couldn't. He, dot, dot, angry dot, dot, dot. That asshole! First he breaks my heart and dumped me out of the blue, and even after he called me babe. I mean, how can you say that and then do this? He takes my research, my baby, and now he's presenting it to those jerkwads at Hindenburg University, like they had rejected my same exact proposals years previous. Why did he get accepted while I was kicked out? Well, your thesis project did bite the headmaster's hand clean off, Dr. Frank. It was one time! Ugh. Whatever. That's not important right now. What's important is that Dominic is about to claim my research as his own. Maybe this was his plan all along. I mean, but we were soulmates. I just knew we were. But now I don't know. I crumple the paper in my hands, writhing with angst. There's no way I'm going to let him get away with this. That asshole ruined my life. He's taken my baby, my research. I throw the blanket off of me, leaping to my feet. Eggs! Yes, doctor? What the hell is that? On my mouse. Get the shovel. I'm going to show that asshole what happens when you piss off scientists. You're recording, right? Yeah, good. Later that night, Frank, Dr. Frank, I'm pretty sure this is illegal. I look up at him, holding a particularly interesting specimen in my hand. Does this look like the arm of a hot boy to you? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is illegal! A lightning strike touches down and Kurt riles off, as if to exaggerate his statement. No one's using these, it's fine. We are desecrating graves. I mean, I've helped you with a lot of your crazy experiments, but this is where I draw the line. I throw the arm I'm holding up to him, quickly climbing out of the grave. So yeah, maybe there's a chance this isn't completely legal, but this is a historical moment, Eggs. If we're going to create the first artificial life form and show up that asshole and those idiots at the university, we can't skimp on anything. We're not just making the world's first artificial life form here. We're pushing the boundaries of human capability. We're going to create the world's hottest boy. And then, Dominic, we'll take one look at him, and then realize that he was my fool for leaving me, and an even bigger fool for taking my research, because now I have someone even hotter than him. How honorable, Dr. Frank. Iggs appears to be trying to find the perfect position to hold the specimen, with the least amount of bodily contact. So you see, people who advance the boundaries of human capability were never stopped by silly things like laws. Now quick, I heard that Mr. Lance had a pretty big penis. We can use that. Suddenly, something moves in the underbrush. Eek! What's that? Hey, watch what you're doing. You almost dropped our precious spoils. But didn't you hear that, Dr. Frank? I think there's something. Again, a noise breaks out from behind us. Well, then hurry up and find that penis. Dr. Frank, behind you. I quickly spin around, a sudden ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach. There's a man I've never seen before standing there. I'm sorry. Is that disturbing something? Oh! No? I step back into Eggs, hoping that this stranger can't see any of our souvenirs. I'm so sorry, it was his at your end. I punch him quickly before he can say something stupid. This causes him to recoil, and the arm we had been arguing over not a few minutes earlier lands on the ground with a loud thud. The man takes a clear look at what dropped on the ground and looks back at me. What was his idea? The man takes a step closer to us. I quickly position myself in front of the dropped arm, holding my breath. Oh, for Eggs, you're so funny, you're such a kidder. Wow, it sure is cold out here all of a sudden. Well, we should be going now. I grab our bag of loot and dash away as fast as my leg can take me. I hear Eggs yelling after me, telling me to slow down. It was nice to meet you, Dr. Frank. If I get arrested, I'm suing you. I don't think that's how that works. I dump the bag's contents onto the table, body parts falling out and bouncing off the floor. I said I'm going to sue you. I think we have just enough. Dr. Frank, do we even need all these? Where did you take so many to begin with? Eggs, we are making art here. We can't just use any body part we find. We must only use the absolutely most beautiful pieces. I pick up some arms and take a closer look. Like these, see? They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that keratin. Or actually, not as beautiful as the one you dropped. But I suppose you're right. They're beautiful enough. You say that as if I dropped it on my own free will, and not because someone punched me. Now where did we put the... Shoot. I turn to look at my assistant. We have a problem. Like how we just desecrated dozens of graves, hacked off and stole family members' body parts, and then were spotted doing so? Well, no, not that. Aside from that, that's not important. I pause and sure how to say this. We didn't grab any, you know. Oh, come on, you said trice last night. Just blatantly. Grab that penis. Grab a penis. Find a penis. You said trice. Now you have trouble saying it? I gestured downward shyly, hoping he'll get the reference. By the way, this episode is PG-18. No kitties. Because 2 references to penises already. No kids. You must be 18 or older to watch this video. I didn't know that was going to be the thing before I started, but maybe I should have read the description a little bit more. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Dick! We didn't grab any dicks! Oh, the science is, oh. This is terrible. We even had the perfect specimen with Mr. Lance's penis. How am I supposed to make Dominic jealous of me now? Dr. Frank, do you honestly think that is what's going to make Dominic jealous of you? Yes. We need to go back. Absolutely not. He blocks my exit, making sure I can't retrieve any of the body parts. We don't have time for this. Fine. We need to... I hate saying this. I'll just improvise. I don't like where this is going. It's fine. Totally fine. We're still making something beautiful here. We just need to be creative. Let our creative juices flow. Now, let's see. Build your boyfriend. Hair. Ooh. What the? Ooh. I kind of like that one. Definitely not bald. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Is tragic anime boy. Tragic anime boy. I want to do that one. Tragic anime boy. I want a redhead, but I'm going to do tragic anime boy. I just want to see it. Oh, now penis is blocked out. Now penis is censored. We said penis 3 times and dicks twice, but we can't have it written now. No versed bitte. No versed bitte? You mean kinda versed bitte, but whatever. Eye color. Or just eyes. Let's do the regular. I'll do these ones. Skin color. Let's stick with the basic one. Little carrot. Modest cucumber. chunky gourd, double trouble, just like my animes. Wait, if I actually put something, is that going to be seen? Am I going to have to censor this? And I don't know how to do that. Just like my animes. Perfect! Dr. Frank? Eggs, open the roof doors. I need a little atmosphere as I make history here. He sullenly goes to the crank, reluctantly beginning to turn it. The ceiling creaks open, showing the dark, turbulent skies and cold, harsh rain above us. I raise my arms up, catching the coldness in my outstretched hands. There's a strange sensation in my stomach, a knotting of excitement and anger. It's rising throughout my body, invigorating me with a newfound strength. Eggs, this is it. It's perfect. The skies, they know that we're about to do the impossible. They know what we're about to. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop us. I'm going to show Dominic that I don't need him. That I'll never need anyone like him in my life ever again. And he and his kind will become obsolete. We're going to better the world, Eggs. We're going to make it so that no one will ever have their heart broken again. Dr. Frank is scaring me. I can do this. I can make the most beautiful boyfriend ever. We work hard through the night, accumulating enough energy from the lightning storm to inject into our subject. We almost fail multiple times, the body not holding the energy as well as it should. But it was no matter. My sheer genius, hard work, and determination carried us through the many hours of grueling surgery. We had done it. We had created the world's most beautiful boy. That's not the hair I chose. That's the eyes. Those are the eyes I chose, though. Are those pepperonis? That's not tragic anime hair at all. Dr. Frank, he's kind of ugly. Don't say that to him. You'll hurt his feelings. And I'm sure he's beautiful. To someone. No. What am I thinking? I made him. He's beautiful. And beauty is relative anyway. Of course. Especially with his, what exactly is that on his abdomen? It's his 128 pack. I figure that the more pack you have, the sexier you are. So I added a lot. Frank. Dr. Frank. You took an anatomy class, right? Well, I guess technically. Maybe? I don't even know what to say. He spoke. Did you hear that, Eggs? My boyfriend spoke? Your what? My boyfriend. Haven't I been saying that this whole time? You've been saying you're going to make a boyfriend, not your boyfriend. Of course I'm making my ultimate boyfriend. Look at us. Guys, he's short. I wrap my arms around the monster's short age, just what I mean. So he returns the hug, lifting me off the ground and nearly breaking my bones in the process. Yeah, see, he's gotta breathe. He's so strong and sexy, right? Ah, monster, drop him! You drop him right now! The monster lets go of me. I painfully hit the ground. Dr. Frank, are you alright? Of course. Because my boyfriend just hugged me. Dr. Frank, please stop. Cute. Eggs! Did you hear that? Dr. Frank, please calm down. He's the perfect boyfriend! Eggs. Okay, look. I ran next to my boyfriend, wrapping my arms around his waist. Do we look good together? Like, would this make Dominic jealous? I don't know if jealous is the word for it. The monster then leaves over and gives me another hug, this time not as painfully. Oh, he's a hugger. That's the best ultimate boyfriend. Papa is soft. No, please don't call me that. He doesn't like to be called Daddy. I love my papa. Please stop. That must be a glitch. Papa is soft. No, I'm your boyfriend. Repeat after me. Boyfriend. BOYFRIEND. Papa likes hugs. These are options. You know, I probably should save. There we go. Dr. Frank, please make him stop. Don't worry, we can train him out of that. Probably. It'll probably take some time, which we probably don't have. It doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't talk, it should be fine. He can still be my boyfriend. But let's get moving anyway. If we leave now, we can easily make it to the university square before the presentation starts. With that, I'm all out of time for this episode. This is not at all what I expected this game to be going into it. I think I skimmed the description about it. I was like, this seems like a fun game. I did not know there's going to be penis and dick all throughout of it. That's still not the hair I chose. But it's okay. So, are those pepperonis taped onto its body? 128 pack. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I love this game so far. I really hope that it's recording properly. You haven't stopped recording, right? Right, okay. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, give that like button some love. Link to the game in the description below if you want to play it for yourself. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Jesus Christ, this